Oh, welcome boys and girls. I'm glad to have you back for Tuesday morning. We really miss you. I miss looking out the window downtown and seeing you getting out of your cars and coming in. And sometimes boys and girls who are there early will watch with me, waiting to see who's coming. So we're very happy at least to be able to bring you this story time. And right now I'm going to take off my mask so you can hear me better because I try to be very careful about social distancing and wearing my mask. So, let's get started. Welcome, welcome everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. First we'll clap our hands just so. Then we'll stretch and touch our toes. Welcome, welcome everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. And you know who else wants to have fun? That's right. Here he is. Panda, the boys and girls are here. What do you mean you don't want to come out of your box? Panda, what's going on? Oh, Panda. Oh, Panda said he was just tired and taking a nap, and he forgot it was Tuesday morning because he's getting his days all mixed up. So he thought I was just waking him up for nothing. But now that he remembers it's Tuesday story time, he's so glad. And oh, he wants to know if you like his new mask. Oh, I'm sure you do. They do. Okay, you can take it off now. And, oh, I know you want your binoculars. Oh, poor Panda. He keeps looking for you. Okay, I'll move it over. Okay, yes, that's Miss Shannon. Yes, Miss Shannon is here because she's recording us, but don't worry. I'll tell you when the boys and girls are coming back and you'll be able to see them. Okay? All right, give me a hug. I know you miss hugging the boys and girls. Let's put your box down. Okay, and let's sing our song that we start with. And I think I'll let you sit on the chair again, Panda, when I start the stories. Okay. Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Middle Finger? Where is Middle Finger? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Ring Finger? Where is Ring Finger? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. I know we can't, we still can't do the names, but that's okay. We'll get back to it. All right. Where are the boys? Where are the boys? There you are. There you are. How are you today, boys? I think they said, very well, I thank you. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. Where are the girls? Where are the girls? There you are. There you are. How are you today, girls? I think they said very well, I thank you. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. And we're ready for our first story today. And our first story is Oliver Finds His Way. What? Really? You invited a friend again today? Well, I know they're tired of just sitting down there and not seeing the boys and girls. Well, he said this friend has been sitting up on the shelf waiting for the boys and girls to come. So Panda told him he could come today since we were having a bear story. But, well, where is he, Panda? Well, what do you mean you don't know? When you invite friends, you should tell me where they're going to be. All right, let me look around a little bit. Not here. Let me look under the table. No, not under the table. Oh, not over here. Let me look. Ah, there you are. Oh, well, Panda invited his bear friend today. Oh, we are so glad to see you. What? Well, Bear said he was really glad when I put him up on the shelf instead of staying in the closet because he could look down and see the boys and girls, but no boys and girls. Well, all right, we're glad you came today. I'm going to put you on the chair behind Panda Bear, and you can listen too, okay? All right, there. Yeah, put your nose right up there by Panda, because this is called Oliver Finds His Way Home. Well, it's not Oliver finds his way home, it's just Oliver finds his way. So, while Mama hangs the washout and Papa rakes the leaves, Oliver chases a big yellow leaf. There it goes, the wind is blowing it down the hill, around a clumpy bush. He's still after it. Must be a very windy day. Under a twisty tree and all the way, there it is, flying way up there to the edge of the woods. Oliver looks for the leaf. No leaf. Oliver looks for his house. No house. Mama, Papa, Oliver calls, and he begins to run. You know how it is when you're afraid, you don't know your way, and you can't find your mommy and daddy. He runs to a tree, but that's not the twisty tree. He runs to a bush, but that's not the clumpy bush. All alone, at the edge of the woods, Oliver starts to cry. I think it's just a little cry. Oh, Oliver is lost. Oh, all alone at the edge of the woods, Oliver has an idea. Roar! Roar! Can you make that noise too, boys and girls? Let me hear you. You hear? Can you hear them? Oh yeah, I know. And then again, as loud as he possibly can. You do it with me, boys and girls. Roar! Well, from far away, under a tree, around a bush, and up a hill, oh, Oliver hears Mama roaring back. Oliver hears Papa roaring back. Oliver runs and runs under the twisty tree, around the clumpy bush, up the hill, all the way to his very own house with a pile of leaves and wash on the line. All the way to Mama and Papa with tumble-down hugs. Oh, there he is. And, well, there's a big yellow leaf just for Oliver. Okay, so be careful if you're chasing leaves, boys and girls, that you pay attention to where you're going, right? You want to sit on my lap for this one? Okay. This is called, whoops. Well, I think we're going to save that one, and we're going to come to this one. In the middle of fall, because we're pretty close to the middle of fall now. And I hope you're seeing lots of pretty leaves like those leaves. Oh, did you all already have your pumpkins out? Well, the sky is mostly gray, and the air is chilly. And the squirrels are frisky, and the gardens are brown. And the pumpkins are ready. Well, we already had Pumpkin Day. That comes before November. And the apples, oh, are like ornaments. See how they're decorating the trees? And it takes just one big gust of wind. And all at once, whoa, everything is yellow and red and orange, all over, all around, right in the middle of fall. But remember it, because soon the yellow and red and orange will be gone. And then soon, very soon, the sky will be white and empty, ready to fill up with, guess what? Snow. Okay, I think it's time for us to go over for our flannel board story. Do you want to come with? All right. Panda, are you okay sitting there? You've had lots of chances to come over. Okay? Okay. All right. This flannel story is called Five Little Acorns. So let's put them down here and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll move our little squirrel over here, 5. Okay. Now, when I say swaying in a tree, I want you to kind of sway back and forth too. 5 little acorns swaying in a tree, hanging from a branch as high as can be. Along came the wind. Come on, wind, shoo! And blew one away. Now 4 little acorns are left to sway. 4 little acorns swaying in a tree, hanging from a branch as high as can be. Along came the wind, whoosh, 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 and blew one away. Now only 3 little acorns are left to stay. 3 little acorns swaying in a tree, hanging from a branch as high as can be. Along came the wind, whoa, and blew one away. Oh, now only 2 little acorns are left to stay. 2 little acorns swaying in a tree, hanging from a branch as high as can be. Along came the wind, whoa, whoosh, 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 and blew one away. Well, that left only 1 little acorn left to sway. 1 little acorn swaying in a tree, hanging from a branch as high as can be. Along came the wind, whoosh, 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 and blew one away. Now there are no little acorns swaying and staying. So, down came the squirrel from high in the tree, searching for food as fast as can be. Well, he saw those acorns, fat and round, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hid them in a hole he dug in the ground. Okay, so we know during fall the animals are getting ready for winter. And let's go have another story. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to end with Fletcher and the Falling Leaves. Now, we've seen Fletcher in the spring season, too. Let's see how he likes fall. Oh, the world was changing. Each morning when Fletcher bounded out of the den, everything seemed just a little bit different. The rich green of the forest was turning to a dusty gold, and the soft, swishing sound of summer was fading to a crinkly whisper. Fletcher's favorite tree looked dull, dry, and brown, and Fletcher was beginning to get worried. "I think my tree is sick," said Fletcher. "Well, what's wrong with it?" asked his mother. "Its leaves are turning brown," said Fletcher. "Don't worry, it's only autumn," she said. So Fletcher ran back to his tree, and he patted the rough bark, and he said, "Don't worry, it's only autumn. You'll be feeling better soon." But the tree didn't get better. Each day, more leaves turned brown. One morning, the wind blew a small brown leaf off a branch. Look at Fletcher, he jumped up and caught it very gently in his paws. "Don't worry, tree, I've got your leaf, I'll fix you." Fletcher looked around, picked a piece of grass, and carefully tied it to a branch. Just then, another gust of wind ruffled Fletcher's fur. The little leaf shook itself free and fluttered back to the ground. Fletcher picked it up again and thought very hard. Then he poked the leaf onto a twig and pushed it down firmly. "Now, you hold on tight," said Fletcher. "No more flying around." The little leaf gave a tiny rustle in reply. The next day, a strong wind was blowing through the forest. Fletcher rushed out of the den and ran all the way to his tree. Lots of branches were bare, and the little lost leaves spun everywhere. "Don't worry, tree, I'll catch them, I promise." Round and round whirled Fletcher after the swirling leaves. "Leaves, wonderful. Just what I need for my desk." "Not my desk, my nest," said the squirrel. "But these belong to the tree," said Fletcher. "Don't take them away." "The tree doesn't need them anymore," said Squirrel, and bounded off. "Help, help, the wind and the squirrel are taking and stealing our leaves," cried Fletcher. "Leaves, terrific. Just what I need to keep warm," said a porcupine, rolling around. "But these belong to the tree," said Fletcher, plucking leaves from the porcupine's needles. "Not anymore," snuffled the porcupine, and away he rolled. "Help, help, help! The wind, the squirrel, and the porcupine are stealing our leaves," cried Fletcher. Oh, suddenly a flock of friendly birds swooped down from the sky. They picked up the leaves in their beaks and poked them onto the tree's branches. Soon, the tree was leafy again. Fletcher, there he is, flopped down and smiled. "Thank you, birds, thank you," he gasped as the birds fluttered away. He lay looking up through the leaves at the sky and drifted off to sleep. But the wind continued to blow, and the branches still danced, and the leaves shivered and shook themselves and began to wiggle free. They tossed and turned and twitched and twirled and tumbled to the ground. They brushed Fletcher's ears and nose and filled his dreams with a whispering sound. Well, Fletcher finally woke up. He couldn't believe his eyes. Instead of a roof of dancing leaves, all he could see were bare branches against the sky. "Oh, tree, I am so sorry," gulped Fletcher. "All your leaves are gone." But then he saw, high in the branches, one small leaf still holding on. "I won't let the wind steal that one," said Fletcher, and began to climb. He crawled along to the last leaf and held it firmly onto its branch. Oh, look at Fletcher. All day long the wind blew and the branch bounced, and Fletcher held tight. "I'll stay with you, leaf," he said. "Don't you worry." But then, with a sudden whoosh of wind, the branch bounced high. With a plip, the leaf let go and fluttered like a little flag clutched in Fletcher's paw. Fletcher looked sadly at the leaf he had promised to save, and he carried it carefully down the tree and back to the den. He made a cozy little bed for it and gently tucked it in. But all night long, all he could think of was his tree, all on its own. At dawn, Fletcher tiptoed outside. The wind had finally stopped blowing, and the air was cold. The moon still hung in the clear sky, and the pale stars glimmered, and as he came forward to his favorite tree, Fletcher saw a magical sight. The tree was hung with 1,000 icicles, shining silver in the early light. "You are more beautiful than ever," whispered Fletcher. "But are you all right?" A tiny breeze shivered the branches, making a soft sound like laughter, and the light of the rising sun hit the sparkling branches, and the branches nodded. Fletcher gave his tree a hug. Then he went back to his den for a nice warm breakfast. Well, I'm not sure you can see that picture, but I'm afraid to say pretty soon winter will be here, and you might see trees sparkling like that. Okay, that's all we have time for today, so let's stand up and give a big stretch. And down. And let's stretch this way. And let's stretch that way. And way up high again. And bend down. Touch your toes. Touch your knees. Touch your waist, touch your shoulders, touch your hair, touch your ears, and say goodbye. Goodbye, boys and girls. Come back next week for another fun story time. We're so glad you can join us. Panda wants to wave goodbye. Goodbye, boys and girls. See you next week.